I do want to emphasize this, that this is not the finished product, and I do not want to see people complaining saying, "Oh, Wozza said it was this when in testing." It is in testing now. If I start to see people complaining in Discord and things like that about, then I just stop doing the exclusives, guys, and stop doing this. I'm sort of doing this to give you people an idea on whether to compete for the leaderboard or not. Well, the endurance event, not the leaderboard. But I'm hoping that people do endurance events based around um, you know, what people say about the bot and is it good or not, not just doing it for the hell of it. A lot of people will choose to do this Joe's event if the bot is good enough. So I want to make sure that you guys know in enough time, is it worth going for? Isn't enough worth going for? Does it fit in with your team? So that's the first thing. So first, I'll look at him in the showroom. So let's have a look. Where is he? Where is he? Is it somewhere? There is Brawn. So there is Brawn, and we'll do a bit of a transformation. Check him out. There we go. Nice and cool. Someone did mention that transformation is not finished. Not finished. Transformation hasn't finished. Try again. It should be down there, I think someone mentioned. I don't know, but that's the way they got it anyway. Who knows whether it's right or not. Maybe it's not transformed it all the way. Who knows? But still, it's pretty cool. I'm still glad that Brawn's coming to the game. Cool bot. I had a discussion in playtest on when it was the second strongest transformer from the original episode, and it states on his bio that he is next to Optimus Prime. So, second strongest Autobot. So it gives you an idea on what sort of stats it'll have. Then we'll go to Full Tilt. Let's try and find Full Tilt. I'm sure I've got him somewhere. Maybe not. I thought I had him Full Tilt. We only got 4-star. I've got the 4-star Full Tilt. That's what it is. There is Full Tilt as well. So big fan of Full Tilt. Don't think it looks amazing, but I think they've done the best of what they can. But I love him in car mode. I think he looks awesome in car mode. Obviously a part of Triptychon. So yeah, although you might look at him and go, it doesn't look like much, it is pretty much what he looked like as a toy. So and to be fair, the robot looks better than what the toy did, especially the G1 one. So still pretty cool. Still a cool bot. I'm glad Full Tilt's in the game. Pretty cool Decepticon. So looking at the stats. So again, these stats could change at any point. This is just a level 1 bot, but just give you an idea on what he does. So, fire a single target EMP rocket that disables a target for 10 seconds. Now, that does 0 damage. Just to emphasize that, 0 damage. But if the enemy was already stunned by an EMP effect, it will overcharge and explode, receiving X amount of damage. So this is quite deceiving. I did say this in testing, that it sounds like an AoE damage. But it's not, it's single target. So when you compare this to the 5-star version, so you can see there, fire a single EMP target for 10 seconds, EMP. And if you hit it again with something that's under EMP, just 13,000 damage. Now, it is a special bot, so you can't equip anything to make it give more damage. So you can't equip like a volatile mixture or EO core, nothing like that. But the big one about this one is 4+0. So I sort of did say this in my ideas that I wanted to see more bots with a flat cost. And it was 3+0 when we first got it, and I did say I think that was a bit too cheap. I think 4+0 is about right. And the reason for that is what you can do is you can hit a target with Brawn and then hit the same target again and it'll do 13k damage for 8 ability points. That's 8 for each target, so 8, 8, 8. And I can see people in the chat are saying B and Brawn OP combo, B and C split. That's the idea. And one of the actually it was Adam in the chat said try Brawn with Air Raid ability 11, very cheap combo, massive amount of damage. So it's certain things like think about anyone with electrical damage. This guy would be great to combo with. And again, we're sort of looking at, you know, the sort of rust, dust, and skids combo of fire and acid, EMP with EMP. So these sort of combos are really coming into the game right now. But yeah, it is a 4+0, and I think that's warranted. And people say maybe it's a bit too cheap with B, but you got to think that. So B is 2 plus 4, that's 6. But don't forget, it's only 13k damage to one target. Now, I'm not going to show him in battle yet, because there's still some things that matter to sort out, but I just want to give you an idea on what it actually does at least. But, like I said, on top of B, 13k damage for 6 ability points, 13k to another target for maybe 6 ability points. Maybe you can get 2 off. You've got to be very quick, though. The animation is quite slow. It's not like you can go ping, 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 like that. You probably get 1 shot off every 5 seconds with the animation. So it's not like you can do B and you can get like 4 or 5 shots off. But B does damage already as well, so it is a high amount of damage. But don't forget that it's very difficult against the MDS because it's so slow. So if you want a bot to take out the MDS and shield gen, this bot isn't for you. This bot is not going to do that. We talked about this in testing. That if this bot could take out the MDS and the shield gen, then it'd be massively OP for 4 ability points. But he really struggles to take out that shield gen and MDS. It might be different with air raid, but again, air raid doesn't do much damage, and this guy doesn't, so you'd have to do air raid and then take that target out and then use Brawn, maybe raising the cost. So I'm fine with that. This guy's more for taking out mortars and beam lasers and cannons. Maybe the cannons got liaison. Maybe certain ones have got certain prime cores on. As we get more prime cores, we're going to need some sort of one shot. And this guy, he can one-shot, but for 8 ability points, which is quite expensive. Or he can combo for 4. So, I really like this bot, to the point where I am going to go for this bot in the next endurance event. Now, the last endurance event that I competed in, oof, this might be the first. No, Minerva. Minerva was the first endurance event I think I fought in, and I haven't fought one since. Now all the bots have been decent since, but I think this bot is really good, and everyone knows that I love Bumblebee. Massive fan of Bumblebees in my war team, and so yeah, this guy will work great. Now at the minute, 25k health is alright, 500 DPS is low, 2.6 speed, and we're sort of debating at the minute whether he should be a scout, full scout, what cores he should equip. So combat wise, he can equip like a nightstick and things like that. He couldn't when we first got him, so that's one change we sort of made. So it needs to be ranged, it needs to be able to shoot, and we'll continue testing and see how it goes. But I imagine he'll be quite a beefy version of Bumblebee in a way, or a scout with lower DPS but a good combo bot. So let me know what you think in the chat. Personally, I think this is a great bot, and this is pretty much, like I said, we got this bot pretty much as it is now, out with the gate, apart from it had a cost of 3, and we sort of said 3 or 4, but everyone said that if it's 4, I wouldn't bother too much. 3 might be OP, 4 is good. And again, these stats might change. This is nothing confirmed, but I just want to give you guys an idea for the endurance event, so you can make plans now whether to go for it or not. But personally, if you run Bumblebee or Sea Spray, I think this guy will be amazing to run with them bots. So I'd consider running if you currently use one of them bots in wars. So yeah, more to come next week I think, when we can talk about it more, but just want to give you an idea on the stats for now. And again, this could change slightly, but